We,
Everybody hurting though, Doc. Everybody hurting.
y'all, this is so sad.
What
I'm so
happened?
sorry. We were not live.
Okay, well,
What happened,
Okay.
babe?
you recorded it though, right? You can download it and use it for later.
Hi, everybody. I am super, super, super sorry. I have no idea.
How you not live and everybody on the channel? If you're on,
That's
if you
why
have,
they were saying 10. They thought it started at 10.
Yes,
I saw
that's
those comments
why.
and I wasn't understanding.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's
Welcome into
okay.
the
you live
room.
now.
Yes, we are live now. We are
Okay,
It's
live
so
okay.
now.
let's start
I
over.
was having some technical issues, everyone. I was in the live, but not actually live. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Um,
No problem. Let's just start over. Hey,
let's
introduce.
start over.
Start
So
over.
listen,
Yeah.
welcome to Royaire's world.
Yeah. Yes.
Y'all, I do apologize.
Don't say
Yeah,
it no more. We good.
we good. All right. So we are here to laugh, love, and inspire for 2023. We have my co-host, co-pilot, Auntie Diva is in the room, and our special guest, Dr. Heavenly Kimes from Married to Medicine. Dr. Heavenly
Hey.
is a cosmetic dentist here in Duluth, Georgia. She is the owner of Smiles by Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly University, and ATL, Heavenly ATL. We are super excited to have her today. And so, listen, we are talking about laugh, love, and inspiration. As I said, I feel we have definitely lost our sense of humor in 2023. So many things have happened. We have just it's been rough. And so I really want us to get back to laughing, enjoying each other's company, really being in the mix with one another and learning to laugh. So, Dr. Heavenly, what does laughter mean to you?
Laughter I think is so important in every day. I'm a dentist by trade, so smiling and laughter is my business. That's what we're talking about. And I tell you that a smile can change your whole mood. Like
Mm.
we say, the energy that comes into a room, if somebody just smiles at you, it changes the energy of the room. And I just love it when you smile and you laugh, you bring laughter. It makes everybody happy. It breaks the ice. So laughter is so important in everyday life. Not only that, it's actually great for your health. Laughter, keeping a positive attitude, and laughter keeps you healthy, and that's so important.
Excellent. All right, Diva, did you have anything you wanted to add to what laughter means to you?
Yeah, it's kind of ditto to what Dr. Heavenly said. Sometimes when I'm walking down the street or I'm in the mall shopping, I could walk by a perfect stranger and they smile at me, I smile at them. And for that moment, we have an immediate connection, right? It just changes the mood. It's like that's your hello to that person that you don't even know. So I agree, sometimes just smile at somebody, say hello. Yes. So I love laughter.
Excellent. Dr. Heavenly, what makes you laugh? What's that? What's that? For you?
Everyday life. I already said that. I'm the type of person that will laugh instead of crying. I laugh at pain, probably at stuff I shouldn't laugh at, but everything has some humor in it to me. Like I said last year when my mom died, I just had to make jokes in order to get through it. So laughter actually gets me through a lot of pain and difficult times, and I can find laughter in everything. So it means the world that you keep smiling, you keep laughing, and you keep that positive energy going.
Excellent, excellent. What brings a smile not just to your face, but your heart and soul?
What brings a smile to my heart and soul, y'all gotta know, it's my family. It's a God family, and then everything else. God means everything to me. I made that very clear. I'm a Christian. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't have any problem saying it. And everybody believes in their own thing. But laughter and the most important thing to me has to be God, then my family. My family means the world to me, my husband and my three children. And then after that, everything else, my passion would be dentistry. I love making people smile. But the world to me and laughter and making me smile is my family and keeping them happy, healthy, and wealthy.
Perfect. Um, Diva, anything you want to add on that?
What makes me smile? Did you say that?
Yes. What brings a smile to not just your heart, but your soul?
Of course, my son. My one and only. Okay. So, and listen, this year I've been saying it 1,000 times. I think I'm trying to help myself. I'm giving self therapy here, right? I've been saying it 1,000 times. He's about to leave me. He's driving now. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I don't know what life is going to be like without him by my side. But you know what? I'm happy also though for him, right? Because he's about to enter a new chapter into his life and, go to college and be without his mom. So I'm very proud of that, but I enjoy my family, my friends, and that's what just brings a smile to my face.
Excellent, excellent.
Mhm.
Um, Dr. Heavenly, if there was one thing that you could tell someone to brighten up someone else's new year this year, to make them laugh
Mhm.
and smile, what would that be? What would you inspire others to do to
I
make
would
them laugh and smile?
I would inspire others to look back over their life. I mean, if you get a journal, a gratitude journal, and just write down the things that you've been blessed and the things that you've been grateful for, that's a reason to shout over and over again. And I mean, it doesn't have to
Hmm.
be anything major. It could be just, I was just at the mall the other day. Some people can't walk, so that's
Yeah.
a blessing. I was
Hello.
at the post office yesterday, and the man had an oxygen tank and he was walking and he couldn't breathe. So if you can breathe
Mm.
well, that's a reason to shout. And I think that we can look over our lives and say we've been blessed, 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 not only just with
Yes.
breathing and walking and waking up, but so many material things, but people that love us. Like the young lady was saying her son, that's a reason to smile. I mean, to have a child is something beautiful that God allowed us to experience. So it's a lot of things that we can smile at, but the main thing is just laughter and understanding gratitude and God's grace.
Excellent, excellent. So we're gonna level up and go on into love. So me personally, y'all, I'm a lover. I love love. Love loves me, and I love to show love. I feel like we have lost the true meaning of love, and some of us have not been taught what true love is. And so then, when it's
Mhm.
time to show that love, when it's time to express that love in a meaningful way, a lot of us hurt people trying to love because we have not been taught what true, healthy, positive love is. And so in 2023, I want us to carry out positive, healthy love. And in order to do that, we must first love ourselves, heal
Mhm.
ourselves, and then cultivate a positive love with people who know what positive love is so that they can help navigate us in the proper ways of showing positive, healthy love. So, Dr. Heavenly, what does positive, healthy love look like to you?
I mean, positive, healthy love is something that I think many people have gotten away from. I think that people think because nowadays everything goes, I think we should get back to the family dynamic. I think that's so important. And I think it's biblical. Husband and wife or whoever you love, you need to love and cherish, And I do think that there's a place for gender roles and all of that. And just having a lovely life and understanding who you love. Like I said before, everybody's hurting. We need to know how to get through that pain. And you were talking about therapy earlier. I think that everybody needs therapy in one way or another. I've been blessed to have some great friends that are that I can talk to about anything. And I think that's so important. And if you don't have somebody you can talk to and be open with, definitely, like you said, get therapy because love is important. And before you can love someone else, you gotta love yourself. So you gotta step back and understand, if you don't love yourself, you have to get that therapy. You gotta take that time and make things to make yourself happy before you can make anybody else happy.
Excellent. Diva, what does healthy love look like to you?
I'm like both of you been saying, you got to love yourself first. If you can't love yourself, how can you even begin to love someone else? And since we're on this flight with you, Royaire, a perfect example would be when you take a flight for real. The first thing they tell you before they pull off and give you the instructions, if something goes down, put that mask on yourself first, because you can't help nobody else if you can't even breathe yourself, right? So that's the concept. And they will even tell you, even if you have kids with you, even if you're with your family, put that mask on yourself first, and then you are well equipped to help everybody else thereafter. So I would say, tag on to that concept of you got to get your own life in order. You got to feel good. And, y'all spoke about journals. And the thing is, your feelings need a home. Your dreams need a home. And that's why journaling is so important. when you write it down, you give birth to it, or you know what, you release it. Because sometimes you got to release those negative feelings out of you so that you can move
Mm,
forward and move on and begin to have self love. And that way you are positioned to fall in love with others. So, I think that if people begin to do the work, instead of them going around, spilling out all of this negativity, when you love yourself, it is so much easier to forgive and to love others. I think sometimes we hold on to grudges too long. Like, to me,
mm,
24
mm.
hours is enough. And 24 hours is even too long. And just because you forgive somebody, that doesn't mean you have to forget. But you're doing yourself a favor when you let go, forgive, and move on. Grudges, well, they say grudges are like drinking poison and thinking it's going to kill somebody else. Okay. You the one drinking the
That part.
poison. You the one that's going to go. So, and then I have to mention this really quickly, Royaire. Sebastian loved to throw some mess in the game. He put in there he never had no cavity. Sebastian, go sit down, Sebastian. I love you,
Uh,
but go sit down.
Don't make Dr. Heavenly pull out the tools and the utensils because she
I
can
know
read.
it is funny for real, for real.
No, I think that's great. He's never had a cavity. That's wonderful.
No,
That's
I
wonderful.
know it's wonderful, but I'm just
Dr.
fucking
Heavenly,
with
don't
him because
fall for that. Don't fall for
he
that.
loved to play games. He loved to play games. And you know what, Sebastian, we got to do a dental exam first and prove what you saying is true. Get out of
Listen.
here, Sebastian. Get out of here. But I love you. I love you.
First, he's speaking it into existence. That's
Yes,
all. He's
yes,
being positive. That's
yes.
all.
Okay, all right, Dr. Heavenly. She trying to save the people, Diva. She trying to save them this morning.
I know.
So, Auntie Dr. Heavenly, let me know if you know what is your love language.
You know what? I've read that book several times, and I would say I'm a mixture, but I like physical touch. That's me. If I had to say the word
Mm.
physical touch, telling me, showing me you love, because you know what I mean? All that talking don't mean anything to me if you're not showing me. I think that's a lot.
I know
Not
that's
a
right.
romantic gift either, but physical touch. Yes.
Got it. Diva, what's that love language?
I'm a mixture of all, but I think at the top, bring me my gifts.
Okay.
Okay, that's how I
That
feel.
girl.
I know for real. Okay.
Listen, I know that's right.
Bring
I
me
got
and
two
listen and
love
listen. And I
languages.
prefer a shoe. I'm a shoeaholic, but that's another story. But yes, but I also love physical touch. I think what words are empty if you don't put actions behind it. So yeah,
Mm.
so I like the words, but I like the action. So I'm a mixture of all of them.
Okay, okay. My love language, y'all. I got two love language. I love quality time and gift giving. I'm a gift giver. If you ain't spending no time with me, we don't have nothing to talk about. I love that physical connection. I love to just I told you I love love. So it's just all about the love.
Well, listen,
So Dr.
Royaire.
Heavenly,
Wait, before you go on, you love love.
mhm,
Here's your virtual hug.
thank you. I needed that because yeah. Um, Dr. Heavenly, how can we learn this year and going forward to love better and in a healthy way? What key or
You know
keys
what?
can you
I
give
love
us?
what you just said, Royer. I love what you just said. You said that you like a gift. You know, when I do my relationship blogs, I always said that you can always tell who really loves you, who really loves you. And the person that loves you, they can say a whole lot of things, but time and money are the
Mm,
most important things. You know, a dude love you if he's spending his time and his money on you. Other than
mm,
that, all that other stuff is not really um is not really tangible, really. So if you spend
Hmm.
your time and your money on me, that's how you know. You know, the words are a lot, but I've been married 25 years, and I know men say a lot of things, but they have to show you with the time and the money and the gifts. I forgot what your question was, but and, so what was your question again?
How can we learn? What keys can you give us to learn to love better in 2023 and going forward?
Well, to learn love better, you got to go where love begins, and that's the power of
Mm.
God. If you don't know the
mm,
part, I don't
Come
even
on
got
now.
love. You know, I really don't, and I know most people believe in something. I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
me, it's just not intelligent not to believe in something, the world, the way that it's been developed. But if you believe in God, whatever God that is, you know that that's the start of love. In order to make more love in the world, you got to get closer to God. You got to get closer to God, and He's going to show you the light on how to love and how to treat people properly. I love too, Royaire. I'm a hopeless romantic. I love my man. I know I love my man. I don't have a whole lot of people in my circle by design, but I love the people I love, and I do anything for the people in my direct circle. So I'm a lover. Yes, I love it,
And
and I
that is,
the world. Yeah, you got to believe in God. You got to believe in something.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that connected me to you through TV and through your YouTube is that your love is real, it's sincere, it's vulnerable, and it's authentic. When you really love someone, Dr. Heavenly, like you can see it, like it's visible, it's real and authentic. So I love that.
And
I love that. And I love the way you love your husband and your family. I think that
Mm-hmm.
is most important when you have a family is loving whom you are with and whom you
Who you
all
are
have
with?
created. Whom
absolutely,
you with
absolutely.
and
For those
whom
young
y'all have
girls out there,
created.
if you confuse whether a dude loves you or not, he don't, because love is not confused. It's
Mm.
not. It's not.
Mm.
Mm.
God ain't confused. It's very simple. If the dude ain't calling you, he ain't spending his time with you, and you confused, he the wrong one. Keep moving, sis. Keep moving.
Woo! That's a gem right there for 2023 people.
Facts.
Okay.
Y'all write that
You
down. Write it
write that
down.
down. You know what? Let me say this real quick, Roy. Is something with Dr. Henley said really connected to me. And listen, people, hashtag time and money. Okay. If you are confused, like she said, if he ain't calling you, he ain't texting you, he ain't trying to be with
Mhm.
you, then that is your answer. No need to look or think any further. I will also say this, Dr. Henley. You know, I love my reality shows and I love recapping them. One thing I will always say and do love about you, you're not going to let that TV tear down your marriage. And I do think that
Mhm.
the world needs to get back to family. It's honorable. It's what the Bible says. When a man meets a woman, okay, he found himself a good thing. So it's like all of this nonsense that's going on in the world where, people just, it's me, her, him, and all of these. You're breaking up the family. You're breaking up the source. You're breaking up the core. And that's not what was meant to be. And that is a lot of the reasons why there's so many problems in the world. I'm going to be honest with you. This is my opinion because, that core of the family has gone away. And it's like all of this mess. And it just creates chaos for the kids and for everybody. We do need to, in 2023, get back to the core and love the one you with, not five other people in the one that you with. I'm sorry, that's it for you. That's all I gotta
I
say.
love it. I love it. I love you, darling. You are wonderful. That is exactly right. I definitely put barriers and lines down when I decided to do Married to Medicine. Now, the rest of the chicks, they can get it. But not no ladies, not yet. Now, he might get it at home, but we're not going to do that publicly. We're never going to put our marriage on the
I
line
love it.
ever, ever. And I
Mhm.
think the issue that I had last season, not to go backwards because we're moving forward, is you never going to say I tried to ruin your marriage. You're never going to say that because it was
Mm.
Mhm.
too much for me.
Don't
That
get me started on that because I felt some
you
type of way
can't do
about
it.
that.
You
And
can't do that to
ooh,
me without hurting me. That hurt me deeply.
Yeah. And let me
yeah.
say this,
Mm.
Dr. Heavenly.
Mhm.
Congratulations, because there's a lot of people that don't get to celebrate 20 plus years of marriage. So
It's
congratulations
25
on that.
years. Give me
Oh,
all my
25. All right, you said get
25
it right, get it right. Two
years.
five.
Get it right, baby.
I've been with my husband almost 29 years. 29 years. And we
Wow.
grew up together. Absolutely. We've been through everything. And I would tell you, he's never disrespected me. I've never seen him cheat on me. Just like when the girl, he's never called me out of my name. I don't know if it's
Mm,
normal, but I didn't realize what greatness I had because I thought that was normal for men to come home at night.
wow.
I thought it was
Yeah.
normal for the men to tell you that he loves you and show you and give you everything he's got. But being on reality TV made it very plain obvious that it's something special that I thought it was just that's what marriage was. But it
Right.
made me appreciate my marriage even more, Doctor. Mm-hmm.
And congratulations. And listen, also, I'll say this really quickly. I'm sorry, we're here really quickly. My condolences regarding your mother.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. It was
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time coming. She was 89 years old. She
Oh, God
suffered a lot.
bless.
So actually, almost like a relief that she's in a better place and she's no longer hurting.
Yeah. God
Yeah.
bless.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I wanted to say this too. Dr. Heavenly, I love, 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 and appreciate how in that scene at Simone's house, when, you and Dr. Damon was having some rough moments, but the way that y'all handled that as a couple, TV
Mhm.
gold, relationship gold. I told Diva over here, I said, I need Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly to go on tour to all the reality shows to show all the wives and the husbands how to treat their husband and wife on TV. Cause y'all do the darn thing. Y'all be doing it,
And
okay?
that was absolutely real. Damon was mad at me because he told me to be quiet,
I
and
could
Mm.
tell,
I
yes.
just didn't like the situation, and I just couldn't do it, and I just, you know what I mean? But
And
anyway,
that's how we
long
know it
story
was
short,
real because we've never seen Dr. Damon like that before on TV ever. So it was very real and authentic. And that is what we watch reality TV for,
Yeah.
real, authentic moments. And y'all gave it. So thank you.
that's one
And
of
I'm
the
not just
things
blowing
about
up your
married
head
to
because I love you.
medicine.
That's the truth.
Married to medicine is absolutely real. It is.
Yeah. Listen, I've been with y'all for 9 seasons, so I know it's real.
But we
Trust me.
can't forget, we got some great
Yes.
surprises. We got some great surprises next season. So
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I'm going to be in
Uh-oh.
the building either way. So, I'm down with it. We're gonna wrap this section up. Dr. Heavenly, let me ask you this, and you may or may not know, but if you do, give us the best you can. How do you heal when your love has been abused?
Mm.
I'd have to give it to God again, because ain't no way
Mm,
you could heal. You got to give it to God. I'm the type of person, and I know I'm wrong. So close your ears, darling, over there, young lady. Listen, I'm the type that's gonna hold a grudge and gonna come back and try to get you along with everybody else. So don't do that to me. But the only way you can heal is really to give it to God, because I'm the type that you know what I mean. Death do us part. I meant that. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So yeah, you got to give it to God. If somebody hurt you deeply, if it's a female, I say, like she said, forgive, but I can't do you no more. I can't. You hurt me too deeply. But for a man, I say the same thing. Just walk away. Walk away,
Mhm.
and give it to
got
God.
it.
Some things you can't control, just give it to God. Do everything you can,
Mm,
and after that, let it go.
very, very. I love that, Dr. Heavenly. Diva, what about you? What? How can we heal?
It's a mixture of a lot of things, but like you said, whatever you believe in, and me too, Maria. I think that's part of our connection. I do believe in God. You do
Mhm.
have to give it to God. You have to pray. And sometimes you have to in your head be praying in the moment so you won't punch somebody in the face and slap them and
Hello.
and go all the way up low. You got to try to do the Michelle Obama, okay? When they go low,
Mm,
you go high. But you need help. You need help to get that. We're only human, right? And so I say sometimes you just gotta, what, we gotta release people out of our lives. Sometimes you really got to do that. And so
mm,
you have to be willing to put in the work for anything that you want to do, right? You want your career and you want to be at the top of it, you got to put in the work every day. So if you want to heal, you got to put in the work every day. Because like you said, hurt people. And you got to find out and sit back and say, how did I connect to that energy? And if you keep connecting to the same type of energy, but the person name is different, you know that you got more work to do within yourself. And sometimes you need an outside neutral person, like you said, a therapist, to help you break that thing down and work through it. But you got to be willing to go through the tough times, the highs, the valleys, the lows, and get yourself there. And sometimes you got to be alone, okay?
mm.
While you
Come on
figure
now.
out, why do I keep connecting to this same nonsense, but the person name is different? It's something in you. And you got to be willing to admit that. And then you talk to God, help me not to continue to go down the same road over and over again and bump into these same negative people that are not filling my soul. They stealing from my soul and they're not replenishing me. So you got to do a mixture of everything. But most importantly, like I said, be willing sometimes to be alone so that you can fix yourself. And then when you show up back up in the world, you're showing up and you're pulling great energy to you.
I love
Mm.
that. I love that, Diva.
Hmm.
You're absolutely right. You're
I
absolutely right. One
love
thing Dr.
that.
Jackie would say is be still. Be alone.
Yes,
Go to a room by
Mm.
yourself and just get still and wait for him to talk to you. Just give it time.
yes.
So I love that. You are absolutely on it with that
Mm-hmm.
one. Mm-hmm.
I love that. Like you said, Dr. Heavenly, be still. Like you said, Diva, that
Mm-hmm.
alone time. And I think we have to realize, or I'm learning, I'll speak for me. I'm learning that in the seasons of growth that I have been in, that is a lonely time. It is a very lonely time. But you have to reach deep down inside with whomever you feel created you. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel God created me and all of us here. And once you reach deep down inside and understand that creation that created you, and know that that creator is love, and then really deal with self, because a lot of the times I feel like we can't share love and spread love because we can't love ourselves. And like I said, we haven't been taught to love ourselves. And once you really, really, really get the understanding that our creator is love, we were placed on this earth to love ourselves and then to love one another in a healthy way, this will
Mm-hmm.
just it will skyrocket you to a whole nother level, I promise. So I have three quotes that I wanted to give out real quick. And it says, one of them is, let all you do be done in love.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you do, everything that you say, every thought, anything that is done through you, let it be done in love. And then one of my scriptures that I love about love is 1 Corinthians 13-4. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, it's not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrong. And y'all,
Mm-hmm.
that's hard. That's deep. But if we're going to follow what it says, that's what love is. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoice with truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always preserves. Love never fails. And so we
Mm-hmm.
can really get those words into our hearts, into our mind, and into our spirit. I think we can then learn to push towards loving ourselves, our
Mm-hmm.
creator, and then loving one another. And then my last quote is, I've learned that people never forget what you said, what you did. They will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you treated them. And so we must be mindful that we must treat each other with loving kindness and tender mercies as our loving Father does for us. So we got to be kind to one another, we got to be
Mm-hmm.
merciful to one another, and then love one another in a powerful way. Okay, everyone? And that quote is by Maya Angelou. So please check that out. Write those quotes down, look them up, go read them, because the only way that you're going to get to that is if you write it out, read it, and study it every day. One thing that I love, Dr. Heavenly, that you say all the time is in your bathroom, and I don't know if you still have it, you have notes posted on your mirror of motivational, inspirational words that you speak to yourself every morning. And since we're going into the topic of inspiration, our last subject, I really brought you in because, first of all, I love you to death. You know I love you. Secondly, you inspire me so much. Since you have started your YouTube, I have watched your YouTube. Business, money, and relationship, y'all, she got it. She doing it. She has been given the information. And that's another thing that I love. You're not selfish or stingy with what you know. You are open and receptive to giving that information out to whomever's willing to follow behind and lead them to greatness. So if you don't mind, just giving us a few words of inspiration, just some thoughts, whatever the Holy Spirit leads you to do, to have your way.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, so that's one of the reasons I started Dr. Heavenly University. We started with a 5-day challenge. Listen, it's business, money, and relationships. But before we could get into any of that, we have to talk about mindset because
Mm-hmm.
it's levels to it. You got to get your mind right. And we always talk about I've studied very successful people, and I studied people that are not so successful. And that does not mean money. It means in life, right? The successful people have uh, daily routine. So it's necessary. It is necessary to have a journal. We talked about a journal. It's necessary to stay hydrated. It's necessary to eat right, exercise. All of these things play a very important part in your attitude. A lot of people say they have anxiety, they have depression, all of that. And we talk to that. And I'm not saying it's not clinical, because it is. But a lot of times with it, you can change those feelings just by eating right, exercising, getting enough help, getting enough sleep, and talking to someone. That's so important. And I would say the last resort should be taking medication. It should be the last resort. I think that life is about living and living. And it's all about the journey. We can talk about making money, and we're going to teach people how to make money. I think that's the easy part. I think the most difficult part is changing your mindset, because it comes from your upbringing, you know. And when we get into relationships, the reason relationships for most people are so difficult is because we're coming from two different mindsets. We've been raised in two different households. So I always say, when I took my psychology classes, they used to say, if you're looking at a sign and you're looking at it at two different points of view, you will never see my point of view. I will never see your point of view, because we're looking at it from two different perceptions. You know what I mean? Two different angles. And so what we have to do is love a person enough and respect the person enough and trust the person enough. They're doing their very best. So if you give your 100% and I give my 100%, and I know that you're doing the best you can do, and you love me like Christ loved the church, and that's very important. You love me like, we can make any relationship work. Love is beautiful, but it's all about the journey, the journey, the journey, God. And I just love. I love life, and I love the Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Royaire, for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for being there through reality TV. You know, and it's mess. I love it. You know, and it's mess, but it's entertainment at the same time. So it takes, I would say, you know, the intelligent people get through the mess and see the message, right? The message. You can get all the people together and show the mess. But one of the great things about Married to Medicine, and I will never deny it, is showing positive Black family, educated Black families that's doing their darn thing. Now, we do need the mess to stay on air, because that's what y'all like, right? And I like it too. But Married to Medicine is the single most, I think, great representation of Black families on reality TV. And I will stand by it, and I'm very proud of that show. No matter what anybody might say or think, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Contessa, Dr. Eugene, everybody is a wonderful doctor. All these people work very hard, including Toya, Anila, and the rest. And they have their place in their marriage, and everybody's different. And that's what I love about it. You can see yourself in somebody on our show, whether it's Toya, whether it's Jackie, whether it's me. You can see yourself and how we navigate through our issues, because everybody got them.
Yes.
So is that too much?
No, it was beautiful. It was.
I want to point this out real quick, because we were talking about how to heal from hurt and love. And Dr. Cynthia Davis, she said to heal, you need to apply the principles of forgiveness, forgive, and move forward. And she is actually my pastor. And so she really knows a lot about forgiveness. And so thank you, Dr. Cynthia, for pointing that out.
It's hard to do sometimes.
It's hard.
You know what I learned? I know
that spirit of forgiveness is
over
something else.
the years. You know what I learned over the years, and it actually have freed my soul. You know, just learning to forgive. But again, I learned that because I forgive you, don't mean that I have to welcome you back into my space the way you were before. You lost that. That's on you. You're bad. You lost. Okay. You lost. So I just, you know, I learned, I just forgive and move on. And so that way I free myself. But, you know, Dr. Heavenly, you said so many great things, but I will say one part that I really connected with is, you know, Napoleon Hill. Like, I read a lot too, and I study a lot of successful people too. Napoleon Hill wrote a lot of great books, right? But I want to say he is the author, as a man is as he thinketh, right? So if you think you can do it, then you probably will. If you think that you can't do it, then you probably won't. And that goes to what Dr. Heavenly is saying, is your mindset. If your mind is not in the right place, then you could forget it. You could get before the perfect teacher that can give you all the tools. But if you keep telling yourself, I don't know, I can, I'm not sure, that's probably what your end result is going to be, that you can't and you're not sure. So with that being said, I do want to say this really quickly because Roya, you have a lot of gifts you're giving away. One of the giveaways is going to be, because this is one of my favorite people, Napoleon Hill, is a book by Napoleon Hill, Life Lessons. Okay. Now, one of the life lessons that's in here, lesson number 28, if I could say this really quickly, it says practice. I'm sorry, it says positive and negative emotions cannot occupy the mind at the same time. So you got to
Mm,
decide what you gonna do here. You gonna be
yes.
positive or you gonna be negative? Another great motivation speaker that I follow like a large part of my life is Dr. What is his name? I've his name is slipping my mind right now. But let me tell you, what he said is that you gotta live in the now. And a lot of people, their anxiety and depression comes from they're thinking about the past. They're thinking about what happened to them before. They're trying to rewrite history. We did it. It's done. We can't rewrite it. But if you live in the now, you live in today, and not even really so much in the future, because we don't know if we're going to have the next second. But if you live in the now, you create the now, and you take this thing one step at a time, you can get through it. And I 100% believe that, my source come from the man up above. Okay. And so anything, and then here's the thing too, when you give it to him, don't take it back. If you gave him your worries, you gave him your troubles, let it stay with him. They say, you know what? If you're gonna pray, don't worry. But if you're gonna worry, then don't pray. Because you gotta choose what you're gonna do. But I'm shut up. Thanks for ear.
No, that's all good. That is what we're here for. We're here for positive inspiration and love, okay? And laughter. So before we close out, I want to inspire us one last time. As y'all know, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here today for our 2023 New Year's Social Live, a morning of laughter, love, and inspiration. We started off a little rocky, but we got the boat going right and we got on the plane and we going. So thank you to our special guest, Dr. Heavenly Kynes, for joining us today. I totally appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with me. Thank you, Diva, for joining me and co-hosting with me. You have been amazing. You know, I love each and every one of y'all. Before we go, if y'all don't mind with me, I know I'm gonna try to give us out of here by 11:05. If we can just close our eyes for a second, everybody close your eyes. I want us to take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And I want us to just center our mind, center our bodies, center our hearts, center our souls, and center our spirits on anything positive, loving, laughing, inspiring that you have heard today. And I want you to take that into your 2023. I truly believe that this is the year for you and for me. And I want us to align ourselves with the values of laughter, love, and inspiration so that we can receive everything that our creator, whomever you believe in, we believe in God here, but whomever you believe in, that your creator has aligned your steps for 2023 and that you're going to walk into everything that he has created you to do and be, not just in 2023, but going forward. And so I speak that over each and every one of you all's lives today. And so when you open up your eyes, I want you to know that you're opening up to a new year, new blessings, new mercies, new grace, new love, new laughter, and new inspiration. So go ahead and open your eyes and receive the gift that God has given us for today, okay? Thanks each and every one of you for joining me today. I have 3 giveaways that I want to do really, really fast. Our first giveaway was to our first place winner, Dr. Heavenly on YouTube, me and Diva. We said that we wanted to do 3 giveaways. And so the first giveaway was for our guest that could guess who the celebrity special guest was. And so that individual was Shan Dior. And I believe she is still in here. Oh, here she is. Shan Dior was our first place winner. So Shan, you are going to receive the Shifting book by Pastor Keon Henderson. This is one of my favorite books. I have this book on e-audible, and I'll email you and you can let me know whether you want a physical copy or the or the audio book. But I love this book because at the end of each chapter, it has questions on what the chapter was about. And I love that because in those questions, I'm able to go back and reflect what I wrote down. And then as I shift into my new seasons or into my new chapters of my life, I can go back and answer those questions again or revert back to what I went through last season. So Shan, you're going to receive this book, and you're also going to receive, I'm a giver, nobody knew about this, a $50 gift card, and I will email you about that, okay? Our second place winner was Mr. Eddie Gambia. I believe that was what it was pronounced. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. But Mr. Eddie, you are going to receive the Five Love Languages book. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yes, we can.
But you're going to be receiving this book as our second place winner. He was able to figure out what my favorite color was and my favorite Christmas gift was. So you will receive that and a $25 gift card. And then our third place winner, I seen him in the building a little earlier. Emmanuel, my boy Emmanuel. Yeah, you have won today. And your book is going to be, Diva, if you don't mind lifting up that book for me. Life lessons. And you will also receive a gift card as well. You will be receiving a gift card. So I want to thank each and every one of you who, one more thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Me?
Yes, go ahead.
So I want to say really quickly, Dr. Heavenly, I know you already know, but Royaire is probably your number one or number two. He in the top 10 of the Heavenly Angels, okay? I mean, from the bottom of his heart, he loves you. And he was super excited when you agreed to come here. And because of him, I'm loving you because of him. Because he's like, Diva, you don't know, you don't understand, okay? But I want to say this, that I pray and wish, a great season for you and all of your castmates for next season on, Married to Medicine. And I do agree with you. For us in this world, it is nice to see on our TV people, because it's not easy to become a doctor. Y'all study for this, right? So to see all of this excellence on TV in terms of what y'all do professionally in the world, not just what we see on TV. And I think it would be amazing if you and your husband wrote a book about marriage. Like you said, nobody's life is perfect. But definitely when you have couples that are like you said, 25 years, but, have made it that far in marriage, those tips will be very useful to couples. I think so many couples, they give up so easily these days. It's like one bump in the road and like, we get a divorce. That's it. Bye. See you later. On to the next. Right. And, marriage is a roller coaster ride, and you got to hang in there, hang on tight, and, love each other. But that's it. Thanks for here.
Thank you for having me. I'm humbled. Thank you, Royaire. I really appreciate it, and I don't take it lightly. Thank you for watching the show, and we appreciate you guys, because with you guys, we're not where we're gonna be. We're not anything on TV.
Yes. Thank you so much. Look, Auntie Dr. Heavenly, I just want to say thank you again.
And they're talking about where's Simone's book. The whole thing without being messy. Y'all got me not being messy. Don't bring up that.
Look, see, Auntie Heavenly, you did not have to shout that out. I was just gonna put it on there.
It wasn't me asking me to write a book when y'all know Simone supposedly had a book.
I'm sorry.
Look, Diva forgot about that. That was Sebastian.
Joke.
We joke. Look, yeah. Dr. Simone, we love you over here. Listen, we love all the Married to Medicine cast. Look, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly. Each and every one of y'all, Dr. Contessa, Toya, Anila, all the cast. We love y'all. Ain't no hate over here. We laugh, love, and inspiration. And Dr. Heavenly loved them too. So y'all stop talking about my auntie, Dr. Heavenly, being messy, trying to do stuff and all of that. No, she is genuine.
Keep watching. I appreciate
y'all. Better keep watching.
All right.
Listen, thank you to each and
Okay.
every one of you. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining us today. Dr. Heavenly, thank you
All
again.
right.
You have a wonderful rest of your day
You
and
too.
enjoy, okay? Listen, everybody, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who came in the room on today and enjoyed this morning of laughter, love, and inspiration. We started off on a turbulent flight. We had some technical issues, but we got it back straight. We flew on into Royaire's world. My co-host Diva has been amazing. I want y'all to do me one favor. Please go over to Chronicles of the Gray Haired Divas channel. If somebody can drop her name in the chat so that I can post it. My auntie Diva is trying to get to 20,000 subscribers, and I want you all to go over to her channel. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, and turn on that notification bell. That way you can see each and every time she goes live. And during the week, I'm over there on her channel. So if y'all want to see me, you need to go on over to her channel so that you can see me every day. And then also, like this video, hit the like button for me. Comment down below as each and every one of you have done today. I totally appreciate it. And like all of my other videos, and then subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on. That way you see each and every time I'll go live. This is not the last time I will be going live. We will be doing something else very, very soon, whether it be here or a Divas channel or wherever. So y'all stay tuned. Thank you to our winners who came and emailed me and did so well. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking in the room with me. To my friends and family who came in and supported, I love each and every one of you, and I thank you. And then a special thank you to my mother and father who have created me to be this great individual person to spread laughter, love, and inspiration. They will be married, I believe, 29 years this year. So you see where I get the love from and why I love love, because they are love. So thank you to each and every one of you. Remember, like, follow, subscribe, share for me and for Chronicles of the Gray Haired Diva. We love each and every one of you. And oh, one more thing.
Wait, one more thing before you leave, Royaire. Super proud of you. This was amazing. We had turbulence, but it's okay. The flight still took off. Okay,
Yes.
We ain't having no Southwest Airlines over here. Okay,
Yes.
the plane still left the terminal. Okay,
Listen,
it
and we
still finished
landed
the
perfectly.
runway, and we
Okay.
landed perfectly. And
Yes.
definitely, yes, we want to do a YouTube street tour for whoever wants to do it with us, right? Because that is part of Royaire's, whole thing: love, laughter, and inspiration. Okay, we can live and be in the same arena, and we still all rise to the top. So, hit Royaire up if you want to join this tour. We got to name our tour, Royaire.
We're going to figure out a name. And as soon
Yeah,
as we figure it out, we're going to post it. And we want
yes,
anybody who has a channel, anybody
yes.
who's going to create a channel to come
Okay,
and join us. Listen, okay?
okay.
We got room at the table. We ain't stingy. We ain't selfish. It's room for everybody. So if that's something you want to do, you can email me at royairesworld@gmail.com. You can go follow. As I said, you should already have done that. Go follow Diva's page. You can email Diva, and we with it. We
We
down. We
with it.
ready. We're
We about
excited.
to say
Okay.
it's our 20, whatever you name, it's our 2023 YouTube tour, but you got to put a name before Royaire, okay?
We gonna figure something out together. We gonna
All
figure it out
right.
together. All right. Well, listen, thank you to each and every one of you again. I love you all so much. I'm so glad that y'all stuck it out with me. I got a nice little intro that was supposed to play in the beginning, but we had that little technical issue. So I'm going to play it at the end, okay? So y'all stick around and check that out. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your Saturday. And thank you for joining me and Diva and Dr. Heavenly for our 2023 New Year's live social. Y'all have a great rest of your day and enjoy. Six,